I'm Roberta Kramer. I'm the superintendent of the Riverside School District. In the next few minutes, you'll have a video tour of our facility needs at the Riverside School District. In 2007, the Riverside School District paid off the last of our bond debt that was passed about 20 years ago. So we're in this position now where we need some facility upgrades that aren't so major that we need a bond, but we do need to have some changes. Our roofs are leaking, our tennis court is beginning to fall apart. I worry about community use because those tennis courts are used all the time by the community. Our parking lots need some work. We have some cement work that needs to be done throughout the school district. But truly, our biggest need is around our roofing and keeping the water out of the classrooms.
Probably the greatest issues that we've been dealing with for the last 2 or 3 years are the leaking roofs. Once we've had a large snowfall or heavy rain, in many of the classrooms we will have more garbage cans than desks.
We'll probably chase in the order of 15 leaks a day when something like that is going on.
In 2 of our classrooms, the leaks are serious enough that we've had to create literally plastic waterfalls to channel the water from the ceiling down into buckets.
At Riverside Elementary, we have probably 60% of that has, possibly 70 of that roof is Genflex, the vinyl roofing, and it is in failure mode.
When one of the waterfalls hit in one of the classrooms, it took out the computer system that served 4 or 5 of the classrooms in that hallway.
You get these little checks, and that's what we're starting to see now. And those, while they're hard to spot, they will leak and they're hard to find, and so you can spend a lot of time and not get a leak under control.
It's also very disruptive when you're trying to teach a lesson and there's water running in the back of the room and custodians coming in and putting up ladders. It creates issues.
We have roof leaks in every single building in our district.
We have some facilities issues that could become safety concerns that we're beginning to really take a look at. For instance, all of our asphalt in the school district needs to be replaced. We have cracks that really are a result of the weather changes in the Northwest, which is pretty typical. We've had some holes that we've needed to fill, but we want to really avoid anything that could be serious. We haven't had a serious accident yet, but we want to be proactive and not have one at all.
We have some fairly large cracks in places on our playground, and at times during the year we've had to kind of put off boundary areas.
Chatteroy, the older wing down there does not have ADA accessible bathrooms. The walls need to be redone. It's all lath and plaster. Plus it's got an EPDM roof that is probably about 10 years beyond its life expectancy. On the outside of the gym wall, the cement has been flaking off. It's just getting old and it takes on moisture during the winter. We try to keep it painted to try to keep as much of that from not happening, but it continues to spall, and one of the remedies for that would be to sheet over that with a metal panel.
We have a real need to improve our infrastructure for technology so that we can be wireless, so that we can move our kids into the next phase of their learning related to all of the options in technology.
The last time we improved our technology was in the construction of 1994, which obviously technology has sped and increased quickly in those years, which we haven't done, which we need to do.
It would be a huge impact on Riverside to have wireless internet, because a lot of the students always use the internet access on a daily basis for projects throughout all their classes.
But one of our problems is that we don't have wireless internet at Riverside all around, and it'd be a huge improvement because when you're sitting at the computer waiting for your page to come up, it's really irritating, and we would get more stuff done having faster internet and it being more access to all the students.
And in the classroom, in my classroom in particular, staying on top of current issues, there have been some days when we've worked on current issues and the internet fails. So you're in the middle of a class and the internet's overloaded by other teachers using it and so forth. And so some classes are cheated out of that experience that others have had.
We have needs to improve some of our sports facilities.
Some of our athletic needs have been met with booster clubs, such as our baseball booster club, which has reconstructed the batting cages, and the district, which have come through and repaved our track at the stadium. And now we need to move on to other aspects, such as our tennis courts and our locker rooms.
I've played sports at Riverside all 4 years, multiple sports. And being in the locker rooms, they're really dirty and they're really small for all the girls. Like there's not a lot of mirrors in the locker room. And the showers, the showers they never turn on.
The locker rooms need a lot of improvement, especially the girls. It's really small. And being involved in sports for 4 years, I've been in the locker room a lot. And it's hard to fit all the freshmen through seniors in there with all multiple sports. And it would be a huge improvement to get that expanded just like the boys' locker room.
All our PE kids use our athletic facilities. Our middle school comes down to use our track and our football field. So the usage on these facilities is taking its toll.
We have a great school district in Riverside and we want to make it even better. And by taking on our capital improvements, it will be even better. When we talk about what we want for our kids, we want to inspire them. Our goal is to inspire the next generation to greatness. And the way to do that is through great teaching, great materials, great activities, and great facilities.
This is a great school district. Like I said, I've been here for 20 years. The kids here are wonderful. They have a great work ethic. We want to continue that, keep those kids here, and just by putting some money into the school district, it'll make us that much more successful.
I look forward to working through the process and to creating not just great schools, but the greatest schools ever.